Hello everyone, let's get down to the brass tacks now. In this video, we will install the Python Oracle DB driver and then create a Python application on Windows to connect to an Oracle Cloud Autonomous Database. First up, we need to install Python. The Python Oracle DB driver is supported in Python versions 3.7 to 3.10 in Windows for now. You can install Python from www.python.org/downloads as can be seen on the screen. I have installed Python version 3.9 on my local Windows machine. So let's check that quickly in our command prompt. Check the version, you give python version. Yes, I have installed Python version 3.9.6. Next, we move on to install the Python Oracle DB driver. This driver is registered as Oracle DB in the PyPy or Python package installer online repository. So you will see me using these two names interchangeably in this video. Let me check first if the Python Oracle DB package is actually installed. For that, we can use the pip module with the Python command for checking the availability of packages. So you use the show command along with the pip module. So the Oracle DB package is not yet installed. Let's go ahead and install the driver using the pip module again. This time we use the install command with the pip module. Also, it is advisable to use the --upgrade attribute and --user attribute so that the latest Oracle DB package is downloaded without any access permission problems. So the Python Oracle DB package is installed. Let's check with the pip module again. I'm going to use python pip show. So as you can see, all the details about the Oracle DB package is shown here, such as the version number, the summary, the author, etc. Let's quickly check if we can use the Python Oracle DB package in a Python script. I'll get into Python and just run import Oracle DB. There is no error here, which means that you can use the Python Oracle DB in any Python script or program. A quick tip here, so if you want to install the Python Oracle DB package when you're running behind a company proxy or firewall, you need to use the --proxy attribute to specify the proxy details with the pip module. Next, we need to have an Oracle Cloud database ready. One can create an Oracle Cloud Autonomous Database using an Oracle Cloud account, like I have done here using my Always Free account. Applications can generally connect to the cloud database using either the mutual TLS or one-way TLS authentication, which Oracle introduced recently. In the case of mutual TLS, you would need to download the wallets on the client side where you're running the app. However, this wallet download is not required for one-way TLS, although you may need to exercise some access control for it. I am going to use the mutual TLS here for old time's sake and download the wallet on my local machine. So to download the wallet, you need to click the DB connection button, select and download the wallet from the pop-up window that occurs. When you download the wallet, you also have to set a passphrase or password, which is especially useful for the PEM file, which has been included recently as part of the wallet files. You need to remember this password or passphrase that you set for the application that we'll use later when you connect to the Oracle Cloud database. Now I have downloaded the wallet in this location, wallet_ocidb demo. Note that we have the PEM file here as well. With that, all the files for the Oracle Cloud database are in place. And finally, we have the Python application here that will connect to the Oracle Cloud Autonomous Database. So you can use your favorite text editor like Notepad++ or an IDE like Visual Studio Code that you see over here in Windows. I use Visual Studio Code because of its ease of use, low configuration requirements, and the availability of extensions for running any program quickly. Now I have created this application called connect_adb.py to connect to this Oracle Cloud Autonomous Database that you saw earlier. In the application code, we start off with the import section where we specify all the external modules and packages required for running the program. So in this case, I require the Python Oracle DB module and also the getPass module for getting the password from the user without displaying it on the console screen. Next, I set the user or the username as admin. You're free to create and work with other users as you see fit. In the next line, I set the connect string. So in this case, I'm using the network alias for the Cloud Autonomous Database that I'm going to connect. So this network alias is present in the tnsnames.aura file that is present in the wallet folder that you saw earlier. So in addition to the wallet files, you also have the tnsnames.aura file. Now when I open this tnsnames.aura file, you can see the network alias for this particular database. So there are three versions generally of an Oracle Cloud Autonomous Database called high, medium, and low. I am going to use the high version. Now getting back to the code, in addition to the connect string and the username, we pass the user password for the database and also the wallet password, which is useful for the PEM file. Now we pass all these configuration attributes to the connect function to create a connection object. So you have the user password and the connect string. The config dir is the location where the tnsnames.aura is found, and wallet location is where the wallet files are found. Generally, they are present in the same folder, but you can have them in different folders as well. Finally, you pass the wallet password also. So once a connection object is created successfully, we can use it to access and work with data in the Oracle database. But in this example, I'm just going to print the database version. So let's quickly run this code. Let me enter the password for the database. Now the wallet password. As you can see here, the connection object has been created successfully and we are able to get the database version for this Oracle Cloud Autonomous Database. That ends this video. In the next set of videos, we will look at how to install Python Oracle DB and connect to Oracle database in various other platforms. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.